What is up, guys? Matthew here, and welcome back to another episode of our FIFA 21 career mode with the mighty Boro. Today we have two games in the Championship that you would maybe have difficult or different expectations for. We go to Wycombe Wanderers, who are doing pretty well for themselves considering this is their first season in the second tier. With how they were promoted last season, the squad they've got, they're doing pretty well for themselves in 18th at the moment. 10 points from safety, looking quite good, I've got to say. We travel there before we then head to Watford, who are the runaway leaders in the league. It's ridiculous how good they've been, how little they've conceded. They're 10 points clear at the top of the Championship. Absolutely ridiculous. And if you remember, they were by far the best team that we have played in this career mode. They were incredible when we went to Vicarage Road. They absolutely battered us. So this unbelievable unbeaten run that we've had since December might come to an end. That's if we get past Wycombe first, which is another game we cannot take lightly. So without any further ado, let's head to the team sheet for the game against Wycombe. So one change that I'm making, and you know, don't change winning team. We've had an unchanged team for a long while now, but Akpom was in the office in the last game, mourning that he's not getting enough game time, even though he comes off the bench most games, starts sometimes, hasn't started a lot recently because of the run we've been on, but has played a lot and scored a lot of goals. But he's kicking off that he's not starting. So we're going to say to Tuba, okay, you want to start? Here's your opportunity to start. Here against Wycombe, show me what you can do. And if he does well, like he did before, when Fletcher seemed undroppable, Akpom came in, I think he scored 4 goals at QPR, went on a mental goal-scoring run where he was in the team consistently. Let's see if he can do that again here away at Wycombe. But other than that, the team remains the same. It's the best team. It's the most consistent team. So yeah, let's head to Wycombe and see if we can continue this amazing run of form.
The man of the moment, and we can confirm this now. He'll be retiring at the end of the season. Stay with us. You're watching EA TV.
Well, that is a sad bit of news there. The Beast is retiring at the end of the season.
It is an absolutely splendid day for football, and we're looking forward
to bless Akinfenwa.
I'm Derek Ray, joined in the commentary box by Lee Dixon, and looking forward to bringing you the cut and thrust of the championship.
We should have just signed him, shouldn't we, for the final 6 months of his career. Before he announced his retirement, obviously.
Great atmosphere in here. Everybody off.
But now he's just going for a stroll outside of his area. Here's Spence. Beautiful ball from Jed Spence. Can Balassi pick out a teammate? Not quite. Good play from Jed Spence though. And Wycombe have pressed us really high and made it very difficult for us to play football and keep possession. We're looking to find a bit of space on the edge of the area without overplaying it. Balassi, this has been a beautiful move, and Akpom blasts the ball into the top of the net. And that's what he needs to do to prove that he can start ahead of Fletcher. Thought we were overplaying it a little bit, but Balassi was in so much space. Akpom stepped away from his marker. And it was just a ferocious shot from Akpom. He had half the goal to aim at. That was a good goal from us.
Well, the coach has to be happy with that. Got their noses in front. Still work to...
Spence
and Balassi are interchanging really well on the right-hand side again. Oh, and Akpom! That should have been a goal. That is a terrible finish from Akpom. He had all the goal to aim at, and somehow... Well, that was closer to the corner flag. That's what he needs to not do if he wants to stay ahead of Fletcher.
Throw-ins given. Sam Morsey.
Balassi has to nod it on. Oh, this is absolutely wonderful football Beautiful football as Yannick Bolasie gets his second Boro goal. The initial over-the-top through ball was a bit too close to their defender, so Bolasie had to nod it on. But what a lovely move it was afterwards.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a lovely
Brought down to
through ball
Akpom,
set up the
into
chance.
Roberts,
And
first
because
time
he's on
into
his own,
Bolasie.
collects himself, and he finishes it perfectly past the keeper.
Them three combining really well. And Yannick Bolasie gets his second
Well,
goal.
there's nothing better for a manager when a plan comes together. Total satisfaction.
Is it his second in 2 games? I can't remember if he scored against Sheffield Wednesday or if it was the game before, but Yannick Bolasie doubles our lead in what's not been an easy game.
2-0 now.
Wickham have pressed high and made it difficult for us to keep hold of the ball. But when they've played balls forward, they've just not been quite good enough in terms of quality. Well, there's an example on cue.
And
They've
the goal
tried
kick
over the top
will
through
be
balls, and they've all gone out for goal
next.
kicks
Well,
and
he's been a
throw-ins.
long way from his best up front, Lee.
Comfortably.
And Boro now in potentially a dangerous position. He made it look simple, really. I believe there's been a goal in the Derby County match. Alan McInally can fill us in.
Oh, and that ball has
And he might be
eluded
through here.
Jed
It's
Spence.
opened up for him.
And this could be a goal for Wickham, and it is!
Lethal piece of finishing. Drilled home
Wickham
with
Wanderers
strong conviction.
get one back.
Tremendous goal.
And it was all our own doing. Roberts lost it. Spence lost his battle. And then we were on the back foot.
Well, as we see again, that
Tamori didn't know whether to go or not to go. Coulson completely left his man.
Just look at the finish. Reads the flag
And it was
perfectly
just
and
a
absolutely
tap-in.
smashes it beyond the
A
keeper.
free
There's just
tap-in
no
for
stopping
Patterson. And a game that might have got away from Wickham quite easily. They're right back in it now. 2-1.
Chance to do damage.
Coulson. Roberts.
It's there.
Tavernier.
Ideal for the goalkeeper, for any keeper.
Trying to hold off the defender. Couldn't really get a decent shot away there as we look to get that 2-goal lead back
And the
before
referee is
half-time.
going to add on 3 minutes.
Roberts has been fantastic today. He really has caused them problems, but if Wickham can get a goal here, what a turnaround this would be.
Jacobson. And teammates to play it to.
Good cross.
A deft clearance.
All headed away as we are over the allotted 3 minutes. And that, if it was a through ball or an effort, will be the last of the half as we, come into an interesting half.
To the plaudits for his contribution up to this point, Lee.
Yeah, he's played pretty well, to be fair. He looks confident and assured.
We've been the better team, we've created more chances, but Wickham have never been completely out of this game.
Easy, I can tell you that.
And they're only one behind. It's 2-1 at half-time.
Lost
And Roberts
possession.
losing the ball in a very difficult position. Mightn't be made to pay for that, you know. Can Wickham play it into a good goal-scoring position? And they can, but it's... That's a big chance. Thompson in on goal, and he just sort of sliced it into the side netting. And that was all from our own doing again, just losing the ball. And there he is. The man is on, Akinfenwa. Part of me would like to see him score just because he's retiring, but at the minute we need another goal because we are far from comfortable.
Road, Alan McInally.
It's the second goal for Norwich City. 59 minutes played, 2-0.
Alan McInally with his finger on the pulse.
We might get that goal here with Akpom, and what a save!
Goal of this match, but the goalkeeper had his own views on that
What a
subject.
save that was from the keeper. Good play from us. Roberts finds Akpom, who, well, that's another big chance. He should be scoring, really. He had the header in the first half, and a shot that he should be doing better with there.
Morsi. Roberts. What can they do from here?
Marcy finds Roberts.
Well, not covering himself
Beats his
in glory
man.
defensively.
Beats his man twice.
Take advantage.
What a run from Roberts, but
Keeper
again
making
it's
sure that was
saved.
pushed well away from danger.
This keeper is pulling off some unbelievable saves.
Looks on here, options available.
And all of a sudden,
Offside,
I
the
thought
decision.
it was onside. I thought, where's Hayden Coulson? But just brought Hall in there, so he was offside. Good line from the centre-backs, but Patrick Roberts did everything right up until the shot. It was a great save, which keeps Wickham in this game.
Now Saville.
Will the owner of a silver hatchback
Akpom.
with the registration GR21LJJ, please contact
Akpom toying with the defender.
Try. Easy save.
Derek, the visitors dominating possession. It's been really impressive, creating lots of
Saville to
chances
Roberts.
now.
Beautiful football, but again it's
Well, he's on the whites of the
saved.
keeper's eyes and the whites of his
What do we need to
outstretched
do to
gloves.
score a
Great
third
goalkeeping.
goal?
Well, he's denied a certain goal there. Great reflexes from
Again,
the
it's
keeper.
straight at the keeper.
Well, he knows they've missed a golden
Our
opportunity
finishing is
to
really
extend the
eluding
lead
us.
there, but they're still in the lead, not all
This
doom and
game
gloom.
should be well and truly out of reach for Wickham, but we can't finish our chances.
For Brentford, 80 minutes played, 2-0.
Many thanks, Alan.
That's a vital challenge by
Tremendous ball
Saville,
played through.
and Fletcher
And he's
plays in Roberts, who surely has got to make it 3. Finally,
and well, he might
finally
celebrate
we
on the
get the
back of
third
that.
goal, which should finally finish Wickham off. And it all came from George Saville winning the ball in midfield.
Well, Derek, take another look at this now. There's nothing much really the keeper can do. It was good play to get in that position. He's not going to miss from there.
Well, let's have another view of that goal.
I think when he just took that touch away from the defender, that's what allowed him the room to shoot. Because if not, he might have got caught by the defender.
Player followed his every command and some. The coach must be delighted.
And the flag has gone up here, offside the decision.
So as Wickham play another ball through from Akinfenwa, who, Horgan was miles offside. We've done ourselves another job here, professional job, away to a team who've been a very, very tough challenge.
Now Saville.
But
Marvin Johnson.
typical Boro
George
would
Saville
normally
with
drop
it.
points in a game like this. But we've done
Johnson in possession.
enough to win today as we maybe go looking for a fourth.
Well, fantastic reflex action.
Fletcher's header saved. To be fair, their keeper's kept it at 3.
So
He's
the
been
final whistle
fantastic.
here. The
But we've
visitors
done the
come out
job.
on top lead.
Yeah,
Wickham
fairly
fans aren't
comfortable
happy,
again, wasn't it?
which I'm
Thought they
surprised
controlled
by,
the
but
middle of the park
we've
for
came,
most of the game.
we've got the 3
Going forward,
points,
there was some really
and
lovely
we move
play
on
too.
now.
Good result that was.
We win by 3 goals to 1.
Well, as we run the rule over this man's work, positive after positively.
Well, he played well, scored a goal. What a good performance from him.
So we had a big win away at Wickham, but it'll be a completely different challenge. We host the best team in the league by a country mile, the runaway leaders, and the team that have gave us our toughest game and one of our biggest defeats so far this season. They're on fire. It's time to host Watford. Back to our best team for this game. Gave Akpom a chance in the last game after he protested and maybe gave us a bit of a threat in the last episode that he would look to leave if we didn't play him more, and he scored a goal. Could have had a lot
So
more,
the initial 11 for Watford.
and this is the
Well, there's
team.
no great mystery, is there?
Best
We
team in
know
the league.
normally how they're
I thought
going
they
to
sold
play,
Troy Deeney.
and it's all about applying as much pressure as
Did I
possible.
rightly or wrongly see on
Can we
deadline day that
anticipate
they'd
seeing
sold
more
Troy
of the
Deeney?
same today?
Yeah, absolutely, Derek. If you're really good at something, then why not? They're very good
We've
at
definitely
this.
sold
All
Luis
the team
Suarez.
members have bought into this
Not
style
that one.
of play. One
Different
player
Luis Suarez,
slides off and it all falls
who I
apart
think
now.
scored a brace against us earlier in the season. But they've got so many unbelievable players. They've only lost 3 times all season. They're nailed on to get promoted back to the Premier League. But are we going to just put a little kink in their armour here today?
And now they get
This
the
would be
ball rolling.
a really big win for us.
Spence. Roberts.
Spence. Here's Roberts looking to try and break this
George Saville with it.
pretty much unbreachable defence. I think they've only conceded something like 25 goals all season. Looking to maybe breach them here as Fletcher with a header! Oh, just
Well, he's given a corner.
wide. Or was it saved? I think it was saved by Ben Foster. That was a fingertip save. Oh, we've got our suit back on. We've stopped wearing our Boro shirt. Oh, the glitch is finished with. Anyway, corner.
Over it comes.
Roberts whips it in, headed down,
Sure nothing came of it.
but not to a Boro player.
It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in.
Oh, Balassi almost giving the ball away in our own box. We might come to rue that mistake as Capoue finds Andre Gray.
It is 1-0.
And they are the mistakes you cannot make
Look at the celebration.
against the league leaders. I don't believe it. I do not believe the mistake from Balassi there. The keeper's clearance was shocking. And it's just played into Gray as our defence is all over the place at this point. And Gray sort of scuffs it into the corner.
Well, I think the coach can
That's
feel
such a
the game taken
shame.
away here. He's showing his frustration on the sidelines.
That is such a shame. We've been so solid in this game so far. But one mistake is all it took.
1-0 then.
And the league leaders are ahead.
Number 18, Andre Gray.
Fu.
Rossi is a little bit unlucky there when he challenged Will Hughes and Passetto now.
For them.
Tamori covers off the 1-2 with Andre Gray. This is great play.
Finishing there with more
And
of a football
Bettinelli
in the back.
smothers the ball at his near post.
Finishing like that, it's just terrible.
I
As
wouldn't
that
have done
great
well.
move from Watford almost comes to a goal as we've just threw the ball right back to them. We are all over the place.
Capoue now. Femenia. Keeping it moving dynamically.
Watford are looking to
Femenia.
get something going again.
Capoue. Femenia.
Stopping them from getting the cross in. Although here is Capoue.
And a
Van
tiny
Hall
challenge.
with a steady challenge. And can we counter-attack here? Roberts
Counter-attack is on. Options available.
frees Tavernier. Oh, and he just gets caught by Kabasele, who I remember was an absolute
Tom
rock
Cleverley.
for their defence at Vicarage Road.
All the
And
way
he's
through
proven
to
to
the
be
keeper.
very difficult to get through again. Worst case scenario for us is that Watford get a second goal before half-time.
And firing it into the
Hughes'
area.
ball in. Oh, it's bouncing around. It comes to Passetto. And a big save from Bettinelli.
Well, they've won themselves a corner. and
Fell
a
to the
chance
striker.
to add an additional goal for
Don't know if it was
security.
intentional or not, but should be doing better there. Straight at Bettinelli.
And now the delivery.
Another corner and another header. And I think it's
Now,
Tamori who
counter-attacking
got his foot on
possibilities
that as we come away with it.
Well, taking into account all the
Great
stoppages,
ball over the
2
top.
minutes to be added
And
on.
Patrick Roberts is in here. What a ball that was from Fletcher. And Roberts equalises.
To level this contest. All even.
What a time to equalise. Right on the stroke at half-time. Usually it's Roberts playing that sort of ball. This time it was Fletcher and Roberts, who I think has scored in pretty much every home game for I don't know how long. Kept his head, finished the chance.
Really lovely finish.
And we should now go into the half-time break. Level. Roberts does it again.
So, a level contest, 1-1.
Frustrating in a way because without the mistake we made, we'd be in the lead. But nevertheless, it's as you were between the two. And we go into half-time level on terms with Watford once again.
Well, Derek, just look at those stats. Not created enough chances. They really haven't. They need to up the tempo, put the pressure on, then they should win this game.
Now Saville.
Saville.
It did look on for them, but not
They're back four. They are so good at reading them balls.
And a clear foul, but the
Tomori, I think
well, that's in the remit of
Tomori's just got one of their players injured with a crunching tackle. It's Passetto who's down. This could be the end of his day. Referee calls over the Watford bench. It was a rough challenge from Tomori. Rough late, whatever you want to call it. And here is the man I thought he'd left on deadline day. Troy Deeney is on, which, you know, Passetto's off. You think, okay, that's good. One of their best strikers is off. They bring on Troy Deeney, which is probably going to be even tougher. Here's Roberts, their centre-back, is following him all the way.
Boro pushing forward with options available.
We've hardly created anything in this game because it's just been so difficult to. But, again, unable to get through.
I understand there's been a goal in the Birmingham City game. Alan McInally can fill us in.
It's a goal for Birmingham City. 67 minutes played. 1-1.
Femenia. Played inside to Capoue, back out to Femenia.
Good tackle taken away.
Coulson does unbelievably well.
Roberts.
Could we counter-attack here? Roberts.
Oh, nice ball.
Ball to Balassi, who will get on the end of it.
Balassi.
But is hounded by two Watford defenders.
Spence. Can he play
it out to Jed Spence, who's, well,
with the header, but
cross
not the goalkeeper at all.
Skidded across the air, and in the Tavernier, it wasn't even facing the right way. How was he meant to score a header when he's not even facing the ball?
And the manager's frustration is there for all to see.
So we're going to play this short here to try and do something a little bit different. Well, I tell you what, it's worked as... Oh, Johnson's in!
Oh, the keeper made it look routine.
Should have took our time. That was an unbelievable ball from Tomori, and we should... I think Johnson just got held by the defender. I wasn't expecting him to be as free as he was. And in the end, it was a sort of snatchy shot with his weaker foot. That was a potential chance for us. There's not been many in this game. Can Roberts find a red shirt? Not with that, he can't. Foster comes out. Foster comes out and doesn't get anywhere near the ball. It comes to Tomori. Oh! Inches wide. As Ben Foster was all over the place. And Tomori just drags it wide. He'd have been an unlikely match winner. So close.
Well, as we can see, Watford
There's Danny Welbeck, another incredible striker that Watford can just bring off the bench, as you do. Welbeck shot is straight at Bettinelli and tried to free Balassi there. And they read it. Deeney, Will Hughes, I mean, they have got so many Premier League players on the pitch right now. Here's one of them with Capoue.
And he's made a bit
And
of
he'll
a
be
mess of that one.
disappointed with
Well,
that.
that's really a shocking effort. I could do
Free
better, but I
header.
can't head the ball.
I mean, he should have probably chested it down. He had the time and space. Being let off there.
Hall.
Is there a winner in this game?
What a shocking pass, really.
Fletcher tries to play it through to Roberts. The forwards that Watford have got. I mean, if we can maybe catch them on the counter-attack, that might be our best chance. Spence blocks the cross.
And 5 minutes
And
to
we
go.
do have the players to counter-attack. There's one of them, Balassi, who's wiped out.
Advantage played.
You have the advantage with Patrick Roberts.
On the win.
George Saville, Cabasele will follow him all the way. He's an absolute tank of a defender
Nothing to worry about.
who is in the way again.
It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in.
A winner here would blow... Well, if the Riverside had a roof, it would blow the roof off it.
Well, he went strongly into the challenge.
Just
and
depends
the
on if we
result is
can
a throw-in.
breach the best defence in the Championship.
Determined defending.
Roberts tries to find a gap, can't find it. And now cleverly plays
The attack
in
continues,
Troy Deeney.
making considerable progress.
Whilst he follows him all the way, we're into 5 added minutes.
And waiting here is Danny Welbeck.
Cross comes in,
I'm sure,
and
he
it's
wishes
Danny
he could
Welbeck
have that
with
header
a
back.
tough
Well, in
header
that
there.
position, you should think he's going to score, but it's really a poor effort with his head.
Yeah, it was always going to be tough from there.
One minute remaining.
Not long left in this game. Are we going to get a last ditch winner? Balassi's in behind. Can he find somebody? Oh, almost finds Roberts.
And cleared away.
Oh, that if that ball had just made it through, that would have been it. And that poor clearance from Watford might be that. We've hit the 5 minutes. Is the referee going to allow one more tack? One more foray forward. Fletcher. Roberts. Oh, ref! Come on! The referee calls it a day. We were over a minute into the
Well, I really
over the
enjoyed
5
that
minutes
game.
added.
Both teams really felt as if they could go
But
and win it. Made for an exciting encounter.
we've played
Looking to split the two
the
in
runaway
end,
leaders, the best team in the league. They don't drop many points at all. And we've got a point off them here at the Riverside. And I'm very happy with that compared to the 4-1 bashing that they gave us at Vicarage Road. So that is a very satisfying point. Home to, without doubt, the best team in the league. Just frustrating that their goal came from a mistake from us, but oh well. That just shows how good their defence is. One shot on target from us all game. Not many defences can do that to us. So another episode comes and goes, but our unbeaten run remains intact. And I thought Watford would be the team to break it. So let's just look back at the calendar. We've not lost a league game since December the 21st. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 games unbeaten. 13 games. Take that cup defeat out. That is absolutely insane. Out of them 13 games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them have been wins. 5 of them have been draws. And we've played some pretty good teams in that period. So I'm happy with that. And I think we've only conceded 6 goals in them 13 games as well. As for the table, as you can see, Norwich do have a game in hand on us actually. So I will just advance one day forward. And I'm not sure if that made a difference or not. What was Norwich's last result? They drew to Derby. So this is the thing with the Championship. We go on a 13-game unbeaten run, and we are still only in the playoffs by 1 points. Birmingham are on our tail. However, there is a 5-point gap to Blackburn and an 8-point gap to Millwall. So the race for the playoffs is becoming a 3-horse race to maybe a 2-horse race between us and Birmingham City. And the teams above us continue to relentlessly strive towards the top of the league. Norwich 5 points clear, Forest 6 points clear, Brentford are 8 points clear, Watford are 9 points clear of us. Sorry, Bournemouth are 9 points clear of us. Watford are 19 points clear of us. Absolutely insane form from them. But anyway, we will continue as we are now well into March, and next time we'll be back with a home trip to Bristol City before we head to Barnsley away from home, as we now have 10 games of the season left. It's getting close to the end of the season. It's going to be one hell of a finish. Can we make the playoffs? If you want to find out, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you've enjoyed this video, hit the like button as always. It really helps the video and the channel out. And like I said, subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to leave a comment below with any feedback for the episode. And yeah, other than that, we'll be back next time for the marathon that is the championship as it continues on towards its finale. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Up the Boro!